Good morning, students. Today we discuss about an important topic, loop. This topic present in each and every language, maybe C, C++, Java, or any other programming language. Okay, so today we will discuss about this one. So in Java, there is three different type of loops. One is for loop. Second one is do while loop, and third one is while loop. So before explaining the three different type of loops, I will discuss with you what is loop. Suppose if I am telling write 100 times. Okay, so write 100 times. So you write 1 times. So means one work you are doing it 100 times. Means one work you are doing 100 times. Whatever the work, it will you will do 100 times. This is the main thing of the loop. Okay, or if I tell you, suppose you print 1 to 1000 all values. So your starting value is present and your ending value is present. So you are writing all numbers until you reach the final destination. Starting point to the ending point until you are getting the reaching position or the final destination, we will write the entire numbers, all numbers. So these things are we are discussing inside the loop. Okay, so one by I'm discussing all the loops, then I explain you what is the difference between three different type of loops. Okay, so first for loop, how we write and all those things first we discuss. So I'm giving heading 1 for loop. So in for loop the writing procedure is for first one is starting position, starting value, then semicolon, then your condition, semicolon, increment or decrement. So starting value, condition, increment or decrement. Then inside this, suppose whatever the statement or whatever the calculation required, you do inside this braces. Okay. So I'm giving a simple example for showing these things. So if I tell you print 1 to 10 all numbers, so means you write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 this way. So when you are writing, see, you find the starting point. This is your starting point and this is your ending point, right? So in for then you take a variable. Okay, so I'm taking I over here. I is equal to 1. Okay, if you're using I is equal to 1, so you need to define this variable I, type of I, either int, float, double, char, whatever it is. So I'm writing int I. Okay, yes, int I, then I is equal to 1, or you can write int I over here, there's no problem. Then semicolon. Now your ending point is 10, so first write 10. Now this is the value of I. Now I, this one is the I. So I value is 1. So who reached this 10? I reached this 10, means one time I become 10. So we are comparing the I. So you write I. Now look, these all are less than this 10. we write less than, and this one is equal of 10, so we write equal to, because the ending position left side all values are small and this one is equal to 10, so we write I less than is equal to 10. Okay, so if I am writing I less than 10 only in this case, so it will print up to 9 because 9 is less than 10, but 10 is not less than 10. 10 is equal to 10, so 10 will not printed. That's why I'm writing I less than is equal to 10. Then semicolon. Now see, we are this side where value is increasing or decreasing? Increasing. So one value is increasing. So I plus plus. This will help you to increase value one by one. Okay. Then we need to print the value. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So system dot out dot print value of I. See, I value is changing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's why I. And I'm giving a blank space for as a separator. Means suppose you are writing 1 and 2, a few gap is the gap is here, so gap with the help of this. Okay, this force. Now see, in this for one statement is present, so if you not provide, if you're not putting any braces, there is no problem. But in this for, suppose you have two statement, this is one statement, if you are having one more statement, so don't forget to provide these braces. Okay, if one sentence there is no problem, you are writing the braces or not write the braces, there is no issue. But if you write multiple sentences inside this for, that time you don't forget to write the second bracket. Okay, now how it work? So value of I is there, the condition I less than is equal to 10 is there, I'm writing SOP I and I plus plus. This is the work. How we calculate? I starting value is 1. Now this checking I less than is equal to 10 or not. This is true. Once true, we print the value of I 1 and value I become changed to 2. Now we check 2, so 2 less than 10 or not? Yes, true. Then we print 2 beside I. 1 is still present and beside 1 we write 2. Okay. Then I become 3. Now I3, the 3 less than is equal to 10. True. So true. And 1 and 2 is still present. Then we write 3. Okay. Then it's 4. It's 4. Then true, because 4 less than is equal to 10. Then 1, 2, 3 present, already present, and we incorporate 4 and it's 5. This way we are doing up to 10 is still true, because in 9 is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 present and 9 we are incorporating. Then this one will become 10. Then 10, because this less than is false, but this equal to is true. So this is true. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I plus plus become 11. Once is 11, you are coming here with 11, and you check the 11 is less than is equal to 10 or not. False. Once is false, it will exit from the loop. And we can see only print this value. It will print only this value. Okay. This way we are doing the for calculation. Okay. This way we are doing the for calculation. Okay. This is a for loop. The starting value, condition, ending value, then print. See, starting value, condition, increment or decrement, then we print. Okay, so I'm giving one more example with decrement. Okay, suppose I'm telling to you uh, that print 10 to 1 all numbers, means 10, then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? These numbers. Now our starting value is 10 because we start from here, and ending value is 1. So for I'm writing int here now. Last time I'm writing int over here. Okay, so I can write int I is equal to, what is the difference I will tell you. Starting value is 10, so I'm writing 10 semicolon. Now ending value is 1, so we write 1. Now the I is moving, this I is moving, so we write I. Now see, 10 is greater than 1. 10 is this, the 10 is greater than from this number, this number, this number. So this is a greater than symbol, and we are incorporating the printing also 1, so it is equal to also. So greater than is equal to 1. Okay, and I is decreasing. See, 9 is less than, see, all our values are decreasing. So I plus plus. Okay, then system dot out dot print value of I, a certain gap, semicolon. Okay, so this way we are doing this calculation. Starting value, ending value, and sorry, is decrement, not increment, sorry, I minus minus. Okay, this way we are doing the entire calculation. Okay, now in this time we are printing the sequential. First I'm telling the difference between this one. Then if I'm writing int I, then for I, okay, in this case we can use this I. Suppose in a program there is 2 for loop, so we can use this I in next for loop without any problem. Okay, if I'm writing for int I inside the for int I, that means after working of this entire for loop, the I will be erased. You cannot use it. Again you write int I, then you can use. Okay, like global variable and local variable. Okay, now your printing value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sequence wise. If we sequence is breaked, means suppose 1, 3, 5, 7, the increment value is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, this way. In this case the remaining portion all are same. We cannot write I plus plus plus, this is totally wrong. We write I is equal to I plus 2, or I is equal to I plus 5, I is equal to I plus 9. Means you write the I is equal to I plus 2 or this type of post things in up to your program, requirement of your program, where you write the increment decrement position. Okay, I hope for loop is clear for you, how you write and all those things. Thank you. Next, further discussing about this for loop and many features of for loop, so how we do different things in for loop and all those things, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you soon. I'm waiting few seconds for you to write down in your copy, or if you want to write it. Please pause and write the code. This portion we call it dry run. We call it dry run. Dry run means the working of our loop. Okay, this is a working.